Welcome back to the mix, everyone. Well, I haven't said that in a long time. I'm Warren. That's Elardo,
So,
and this is our podcast that we are reviving about movies, TV shows, and video games that we find interesting. Um, a lot has changed since the last time we did this. We are no longer able to be in the same room, unfortunately. We are about, what is it, 3,000 miles? Is that the distance? I'm gonna,
yeah, probably.
yeah, it sounds right. 3,000 miles away from each other, but we're here. Uh, we had time on our hands, so we're gonna try and do this again. Yeah.
And a lot of
Um,
content came out, so
yeah, and a lot of content came out, and we wanted a place to talk about it. So we're just gonna have fun with this. Yeah, and we're gonna give it a try. So today we do have a lot to talk about. We have Wonder Woman, 1984. We have Soul. We have Richard Jewell. We have Borat, and we have a list of TV shows and Cyberpunk. And we're gonna do our top three TV shows and movies of 2020 at the end. So yeah, I'm excited for that. And Elardo, before we started recording, even though he should have waited until we were recording, he said that he thinks our top three TV shows are going to be the same. TV shows, right? You said,
yeah.
and
The order might be different, but
I
I
don't
think.
think they're the same
Oh, okay.
because one of yeah, they're not going to be the same. I don't think, unless something happened that I don't know about. Anyway, so yeah, we're restarting this podcast. We're planning to do episodes here on this Twitch every other Wednesday night. So we used to do them weekly, or try to do them weekly anyway, while we were in school, but now we got stuff going on. So, and the extra week, like a week break, will hopefully help us be more consistent, and we'll be able to watch more stuff and have more stuff to talk about. Um, and also we're discontinuing the Twitter polls because, like, we can still do polls if you want, Elardo, but I don't want to like force them, if that makes sense. Like, if we're really that curious, we can do one, but if not, yeah. So yeah, I announced it to everybody, and I also announced it to Elardo, kind of. But yeah, are you cool with all that? Anything to add?
Nope.
All right, let's move right in then. I wasn't sure if we should start with this movie, but it's at the top of my list, so let's just talk about it. Wonder Woman 1984. I've been talking a lot. Do you want to start off with your thoughts here?
Like my overall thoughts on the movie.
Yeah, and explain your theory of like
Okay,
what
I
you were
think.
telling me.
Well, it's this movie is really cheesy and corny and like a 1980s superhero movie. So I think the filmmakers knew what they were making and trying to make that, but people don't really want to see that right now. So that's what I think.
So basically, he was trying to explain to me, yeah, that like they did it on purpose, and I was like, there's no way they did that on purpose.
I think so. Dude, there's no way they saw that movie and they were like serious. Like they who can make that mall link scene and be like, oh shit, that's yes, like that's what we want to make,
I don't know this,
like, and be serious about that.
but they also made Batman v Superman, and they don't have the reputation to do that, right?
Yeah, so maybe that's like the problem is people,
Nobody would believe that, and they have to know that nobody would believe that.
it just gets so crazy and it's like there's no way they like were serious at all while making it.
Yeah, exactly. It's disgusting.
I didn't mean that in a bad way.
But that's how it is. It's like it's not good. Okay, wait. Let's go through it. So,
Well, is there a difference between good and entertaining?
yes. You can be entertained by stuff that's not good. Like Birdemic
All right.
or I don't know, stuff like that. The Room, perfect example.
I mean, I feel like I wasn't judging the movie as much while watching it.
Well, like yeah, well me neither. Like, but it's just like okay, so when she's like goes up in the air and it looks really fake, like I just said out loud, I was like, ew, like that's gross. Like, why would you do that? And I'm trying to think. Some of the fighting scenes, I was like that too. Like, ew, like you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
she's.
And the dialogue with the heel and stuff is so cringe.
Like,
What?
I feel like that's all on purpose. Like, there's no way you'd make that be serious.
They're being serious, dude.
No way. Wow, you're good in heels. Like, how do you write that line and nope, that's funny.
Bro, I think you have too much faith in them.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, I don't know. Okay. Mandalorian. He was. Keep forgetting his name. What's his name?
Pedro Pascal.
Oh yeah, he was good in that movie. I mean, he was pretty good.
Yeah. Alistar.
Yeah, that scene. Alistair.
I don't know, for some reason. Yeah.
Oh, you cut off. What'd you say?
Oh, I said he's a good actor.
Oh yeah. Yeah. But who names their kid Alistair? I don't think I ever met a kid named Alistair.
Oh, yeah. It's probably true.
I'm just curious why they chose that name. Anyway, what would you give it out of 5?
Oh, dude. I give it a 3.
3 out of 5?
Yeah, 3. 3.
Okay. I'm gonna give it a 2.5 out of 5 because yeah, I didn't like it. Like I wouldn't watch it again. Would you watch that again?
I mean, yeah, if it was on, I'd be like, alright, yeah.
No, you
I'll do this
would.
again.
You would watch that again?
Yeah, I would. It's just so crazy and weird. Like, their explanation for, like, Steve Trevor to come back is like, why would you do that? If
Yeah.
they're not being serious, there's no way.
So, okay. Okay. So, if you're channel surfing and you come across that movie, are you gonna stop channel surfing and watch that movie?
Yeah, I probably would. I wouldn't.
What?
Like, alright, we're good. Let's just watch this.
What? No way.
It's an entertaining movie. I was, watching it and I was entertained.
Oh my god. Okay, well.
I renounce my fish.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about all that stuff. Oh
It's
my
so good.
god. In that mall scene, that whole mall scene in the beginning of the movie, whoa, that was rough. Whoa. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Woof. 2.5 stars. And you said 3 stars. Okay. So, let's move on. Ugh. So, let's talk about Soul next. Because you love that movie, right?
Yeah.
You wanna lead off on that one too?
Like, again, just my thought.
Yeah. Your general thoughts
mean-
on the movie Soul.
I mean, I'm just a Pixar fanboy, so I'll give everything they make a 5.
Yeah.
But, I don't. Yeah. I just like the story. And the visuals are really good, too.
Yeah. I wanted to watch it again. I know I sound like a hater right now at the beginning of this episode, but
No, you're-
but yeah, at the beginning or no, I have to watch the movie again because for Soul, like I get the whole like, live your life, like the message basically, you know.
Yeah.
But it just, as I was telling you, like it didn't, for whatever reason, it didn't really connect with me or like resonate with me
Mhm.
like as much
Yeah.
as most Pixar movies. Like I'm like, all right, you're gonna make me feel something here, but it just didn't click for me, which is like I understand why a lot of other people like it though, and it's a good movie, but I just didn't personally. I think it's me. It's not the movie. It's me. If that makes sense. Yeah. So I would give it probably a. I feel like 3.5 is kind of low, but I feel like 4 is kind of high.
I mean, if that's what you feel, then just give it that rating. You feel
I'll
what you feel.
okay.
I gave Wonder Woman a 3.
I did give Wonder Woman a 3. Oh, you gave Wonder Woman a 3. I gave it a 2.5. I'll give Soul a 3.5 because, yeah, just me personally. I know that's like really hard and I sound like a hater, but whatever.
No, you're good. You're good. Yeah.
So you said 5 out of 5.
Yeah. 'Cause I think it's a really smart movie. Like, make kids understand what they're like talking about. Is really, I think that's hard to do. And like, Pixar's comedy is actually really smart sometimes too, because like Toy Story 4 was actually really funny. Like rewatching it, Matt.
Was that this year? I don't even.
Be sorry.
Oh, was that?
That was like.
I don't even remember what happened in that movie.
Oh yeah, I don't remember either. I think that was last year. But the comedy in this movie is really funny too, and I think that's hard to do for kids movies because usually they just aim for adults with comedy.
Yeah. Do you think? Well, I don't know. This Pixar, I don't know. It didn't really seem like they were going for kids, if that makes sense. Well,
I feel like that's what they always do that. They always like just try to make it so everybody can watch it.
Exactly.
Literally a family movie.
Yeah.
Like the writing in the first Toy Story movie, like as a kid, do you think you get that? Because like looking back, it's like it's funny.
Yeah.
Like it's really funny when you're an adult.
Yeah, exactly. That's awesome. Like, I respect
it's
that.
hard to write like that.
Yeah, exactly. It's really hard. So, props to them. I wasn't. I mean, I watched the whole movie. I never got like disengaged. So, yeah. I need to rewatch it again, and maybe my rating will go up.
If I really had to criticize it, I'd say it kind of starts too fast, and then it ends too fast. But
that's true. Yeah, it did kind of seem quick. Favorite scene?
Oh yeah.
You like that piano scene, huh?
Yeah.
With all that stuff. What was that? By the way, you know the thing that twirled down from the... Was that just a leaf?
I think it was just a leaf, yeah.
We were trying to... Me and my family were like trying to figure out. Like, we were like looking more closely. Like, what is that? No, like we just didn't know like what it was.
We didn't know what it was.
Yeah. Because it was like weird. Like, it was like a half leaf.
Yeah.
Like, it had the stem and then only like half of the... Like, you know how it's normally like a leaf? Yeah, it was like a... Well... It was like a half a Pringle, or
yeah,
yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah. So, all right, let's move on. Oh, I was gonna talk about Richard Jewell, but I'm the only one that watched that, so I will just recommend it to the people. By the way, if you're in our Twitch chat right now, what's up, Chief Trolls? Shout out. If you're in our Twitch chat right now, like, and you have any opinions about the movies that we're talking about or anything that you want us to watch, like, fire away. Like, we're gonna try and check the Twitch chat while we're talking and just like incorporate it, since otherwise why were we doing it on Twitch? You know, we could just record this by ourselves. But yeah. So yeah, we'll be checking the chat. But anyway, Richard Jewell was a really good movie that I watched last year in, I don't even know when it was, like fall, whenever the break was between our last podcast and this podcast. And I watched Richard Jewell. It's on HBO Max now, or yeah, it's HBO Max now, right?
I think so.
Because it was HBO Go, now it's HBO Max. And it's directed by Clint Eastwood and Richard Jewell. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about it other than it's really good because I don't want to like spoil it or anything. I highly recommend it. Go watch that. All right, let's move on. So another thing that we both watched was Borat. What's the official title? Subsequent movie film.
Yeah, and then he like changes the title throughout. He changes the title like 4 times.
Yeah. Oh, that was okay, it was not like okay. The first Borat movie was like really
That
good.
movie is legendary. Like, there's you can if you can quote a movie, that is
Yeah,
legendary.
exactly.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, it is legendary. And this one, like, obviously, there's like some drop off. Like,
yeah.
would you agree?
But still, yeah. But it's still funny. Like, I think that's the main point, is if it's funny or not.
Yeah, exactly. It's still really funny. Um, yeah. I mean, I had Borat expectations for it. I was just having fun watching it.
Yeah.
I can't believe they got freaking fucking Rudy Giuliani, dude. That was wild. Whew.
Like, I can't remember. I can't. That was like a while. Well, probably wasn't a while ago, but I can't remember much of the movie.
When did that come out? Like October?
It was like a surprise. Like they just dropped it. Like the week
Yeah.
after they announced it.
Yeah, it was like September or October around there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really enjoyed watching that. What would you give it out of 5 on the Borat scale? Like,
I don't know. It's either. So what if I gave it a 3? It's as good as Wonder Woman.
wow. That's kind of disrespectful.
I'll give it a 4. Yeah. If the first one's a 5, then sequel's a 4.
Yeah, okay, I agree. Yeah, I'll give it a 4 too. If the first one was a 5 because it is a 5, then the sequel's a 4.
That movie is like so quotable. Like, that's crazy.
The first one. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And if you want to watch that, if you haven't watched Borat, it's on. It was an Amazon exclusive, right? Amazon Prime.
Yeah, and both movies are on there.
Yeah. So yeah, if you haven't seen it, we recommend. Go check that out. So the first show I have on here is The Mandalorian season 2.
Mm.
Again, like Borat, I feel like it wasn't quite as
Oh,
good as the first
really?
season. For me, anyway. What did you think?
Thought it was better.
You thought it was better than the first season? Why?
Yeah, I feel like I had more memorable episodes than the first season.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought the first season had more memorable episodes.
Oh wow.
Cause my favorite episode was the prison break one, in the first season, or
Dang.
yeah, and I don't know, like I don't want to spoil the last episode of season 2 if people like haven't seen it, but
Oh yeah.
I don't know, like it was cool, but it just didn't have the same kick to me, I guess, because I'm not like
Oh, like that big of a Star Wars fan.
yeah.
That makes sense. Because it is fan service. It's like people
Yeah.
don't care because it's satisfying.
Yeah, exactly. What else happened season 2?
Well, yeah, my favorite episode was. Well, how deep in spoilers can we go?
I don't know, just kind of like give a
Well, it was directed by Robert Rodriguez. How about
that's not enough.
what-
You can give like a summary at least, like what they would say before you watch it, you know what I mean?
Oh, Eli told us to shut up.
Oh, I know, I just seen that. Sup, Eli?
Oh, nice.
You shut up.
You know what? I'm just gonna spoil it.
Okay, do it.
The episode where Boba Fett gets his armor back.
Oh.
That episode was really good. People said it looked like they were filmed in a park. I'm like, shut up. It's Boba Fett.
It's Boba Fett, bro.
It does look like they filmed in a park. I think they did, but I'm not sure.
Oh, Eli said he missed the spoiler alert. Oh my god. Dude.
Well, that was my favorite episode, and the very first episode of the second season was one of my favorites too.
See, I don't even remember what happened in the first episode. Oh, with the big thingy.
Yeah,
Ah.
remember?
See, I was like, yeah, okay, that's cool, but it felt like the one in the first season where they had that thing in the cave, or he had to 1v1 that big rhino thing.
So Baby Yoda saved him.
Yeah, but still, yeah, like that jailbreak episode really sticks out in my head. But yeah, so And they're
Since
making
we're
a
alive, I guess we can't like really spoil it as much.
yeah.
That's fine.
Oh boy. And they're making a season 3, right? Do you know when? Do they have a
Yeah.
date for that yet?
Uh, I just know that there's like it's gonna come out right after the Boba Fett show, which is filming right now, I think.
And when is that gonna come? It's that doesn't come out till next year though, right?
This year, December.
Oh well, it's basically next year.
Yeah.
All right, and you, okay? I guess I'm gonna have to watch that too.
I mean, yeah, you don't have to.
Well, I probably will though. All right. I guess we never rated TV shows, huh? We just kind of like talked about them and then moved on.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on then. Next TV show I have on the list is The Boys,
Mm,
season
yeah,
2,
boys.
and I told you that we are gonna talk about this, and you were like, "Oh, I got some hot takes. I got some hot takes." So let's hear them.
I feel like everybody loves season 2. I
Season,
didn't like it.
you didn't like it?
I did not like it. Like again, like going what we were talking about the Mandalorian, there are no memorable episodes for me.
Hmm. Yeah,
Like,
that's
is
true. It
there?
wasn't.
I was saying with my sister, like, is there a scene like the plane scene from the first season? I don't think there's a scene like that at all in season 2.
Oh yeah, I guess there isn't.
Like that plane scene was like really good, and I don't think there's anything like that in season 2 at all. And I feel like nothing. Well, I wouldn't say nothing happens, but like they always keep getting set back, and it's like Loki. It was Loki like frustrating me until like the last episode.
Mm. Oh, Eli said them
People,
spoilers. You don't have to worry. We're not gonna spoil anything huge. All right. And we'll give warnings. Anyway, yeah. Sorry, I interrupted you. Keep going.
Like that's pretty much it. Like they would need a piece of evidence, and then the evidence would like get destroyed, or they had a person to like testify, and they would die, and just stuff like that happened like throughout the whole season, and I'm just like, what? Okay.
Oh yeah, the head's
Um,
blowing up. That was kind of, that happened. I mean, not really memorable though.
it's so you would watch the finale like next week after.
Yeah, and then the I guess the twist or whatever, they wanted it to be a twist, right? And it was
Yeah.
kind of just like okay, to me anyway. I don't know. Were you excited by that?
Well, I didn't like the season, so
Yeah, okay. But I don't
it's
know.
still, it's still good TV. I just don't
Yeah,
like it
exactly.
season.
They could definitely still like bring it back. So I'm gonna keep
Yeah.
watching. Like it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, the characters are still good.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess for
Um,
me, it's just a story.
yeah. Okay, so the next thing is, I was gonna talk about anime, but you don't watch anime.
I mean, you can go for it.
Well, I don't want to like talk to myself. If anybody in chat right now, if you want to talk about, all right. So the anime I've been watching, I went through every single episode of Naruto and Boruto, and it's like, if you know how long that is, that was like, what, like that's got to be close to 1,000 episodes, right? Because Shippuden is 500 by itself.
Damn,
And it
that's
took like
crazy.
3 months, maybe 2 or 3 months. But yeah, it was pretty wild. So that was like the only thing I watched pretty much for like 2 or 3 months, and it's really good. I got like, it might just be because I was nostalgic about it too, because that shit was what I watched like on TV, Naruto, and it's like, yeah, the story's good. I like the characters for the most part, except for a couple. Um, yeah, it's really good. And the other anime that I watched was My Hero Academia. Did you watch that? I don't think I ever asked you. Anyway, you should watch that. The story's good. Did I ever like mention it to you or anything?
You might have actually,
Oh, it's on
When you
Hulu.
started watching, when you started watching, you asked if I watched it.
It's
And I'm like,
it's
nah.
it's really good. I like the premise, I guess. And
Mm.
I don't know. I feel like everybody likes it. I don't know anybody that talks bad about it, but I mean, you know, it's a show you should watch. All right, what's next? Let's go down the list. Oh, the Masked Dancer. Did you hear about that? I just wanted to tell you about that.
I did hear about it. I was like, what do you even? How do you decide what person it is just by their dancing?
So,
You just gotta go off by the clues, right?
yeah, exactly. So, if you ever like if you listen to the podcast like on Spotify or whatever when we would put it on there. Oh, by the way, I am going to be putting them on there still as the audio and stuff. Anyway, um we used to talk about the Masked Singer when it was the first season when T-Pain won.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not really a spoiler. Like, that's like
Mm.
2 seasons of the Masked Singer ago already, right? And now they have the Masked Dancer. How does anybody even dance in those costumes? This is my question. Yeah. Anyway, let's move on.
I didn't even know that. Like, I didn't even know that. What's the appeal?
Yeah,
Me
I don't
singing,
know.
you could like. I don't know. I don't know.
Cause what are you gonna guess who's under there by their dancing?
These 7 billion people on the planet.
Exactly.
The guy you picked up off the street.
Yeah, it could be anybody. Anyway, that's all I want to say about that. I'm not planning on watching it or anything. I just wanted you to know it existed. So okay, so I have gaming on here. If you have anything to say about Cyberpunk.
I mean, you want me to just go over the news?
Yeah, has anyone seen or I mean played Cyberpunk in the chat?
It's
But
just, you know,
yeah, just
that
go
whole
over
thing is
go
just a
over like
shit show, dude.
yeah, go over what you know about.
So, CD Project Red are the developers, and they're like one of the highest like one of the best. Like people just love them because they don't do anything like greedy or anything like that, or anything shady. And how it started is like, well, first they only sent out PC review copies, and they said they could only show footage that they sent them. Not like they can't use their own footage pretty much. And that's like hella shady. It's like, why can't we use our own footage, to like review the game?
Right.
And it's because the game was like hella full of bugs and they didn't want people to see that. And also they didn't send out any console copies, which is also shady because it's like they want people to like see how the console is like so trash. It's like unplayable. And that's like pretty much the most part. They're like shady as hell and they, released a game that shouldn't have been released.
Yeah, they should have probably. It basically needed more time, right? Like
Yeah.
a year, 2 years.
Yeah, I was saying like they delayed it, and then their stocks went down. So they're like, I was imagining their people were like, oh no, we gotta put it out now, so our stock go back up. They released it, and it was shit.
Yeah, it just made it worse.
Down even more.
Yeah.
It's a big play on themselves.
Yeah. Well, hopefully they learned their lesson.
Yeah, definitely.
But just,
well, yeah, they're getting sued by, I don't know who.
oh, then they're
Well,
really gonna
they're
learn their
sued.
lesson.
Yeah. So,
Wait, how can you sue for what are they getting sued for?
I think it's their investors or something like that. 'Cause they
Wow.
lied to their investors or something.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Because
Yeah.
otherwise,
But I
like,
think it's a good lesson for like everybody.
yeah,
Because it's like,
exactly.
well, since they did that, we better not do anything like that either.
Yeah.
If I was like another game developer, so
Yeah, you should. I mean, I feel like you should just know that though. Like, you can't rush shit out like that. Otherwise, it's not gonna be good.
and I think it's just even worse because people like respected them. It's just like, oh
Yeah,
shit,
their entire
you guys
reputation
messed
is
up big time.
yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's fucked. But in general, for gaming, I've been just playing like freaking if you've been watching the stream, like just League of Legends, Among Us, and like Fall Guys. But yeah, so hopefully there's some games I actually want to play in my future. I mean, there are some games I want to play, but it's just like not enough to drop $60 on. And you've been playing Samurai Jack, you said.
Game's fun.
And it's just that's on PS4, right?
Yeah.
Or is it on everything?
It works. How about that?
It works, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Let's go. All right, let's move into the fucking main portion of the show. Let's talk about our fucking top 3 TV shows and movies of 2020. So, just to explain, we're going to say these are just like movies and TV shows made in 2020. Not stuff we watched in 2020. It has to be made and put out and debuted in 2020. TV shows and movies. Released in 2020. Thank you. So first, I think what we're going to start. Movies first, right? Movies 1st. Okay. Do you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
Mine is like so predictable.
Okay, you go first.
So should we go like should we both do top 3 or number
Okay, yeah, you're right. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, what's your number 3?
Palm Springs.
Oh, that's mine too.
Hey. Yeah.
Why'd you put it at 3?
I didn't watch any fucking movies.
Yeah, me neither.
that's just like under these 2.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. There's no slim pickings for sure.
It is a really good movie though. It's actually getting award buzz. I didn't expect that.
Yeah, well, there's not much competition, right? But but yeah, it was a good movie. And I normally don't like romance movies
Oh, yeah, that's true.
But I enjoyed it. So yeah, if you haven't seen Palm Springs, it's on Hulu.
Exclusive.
Yeah, it's a Hulu exclusive. It's a pretty good movie. Yeah, watch that. Okay, what's your number 2?
Onward.
Onward, number 2. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're just joining us, we're doing top 3 movies of 2020, and we're on number 2. And Elardo just said Onward. Anything you want to add?
Cry like a bitch.
Yeah, that almost got me. I almost cried in that movie, but I didn't. No tears fell, so I didn't cry.
Beautiful.
I just teared up. Yeah, it was a beautiful movie. My number 2 is The Devil All the Time.
Oh yeah, that was my top 3. That was between Palm Springs and that movie. And I chose Palm Springs.
Oh wow, yeah. So mine is The Devil All the Time. It's starring Tom Holland and Robert Pattinson. It's on Netflix, and I don't know. I just like the story, and the movie overall was just really good. And when I was making like a top 3, like I want stuff that, like good story and makes you feel something, right? So
like any movie.
Yeah, exactly. Like it has to evoke emotion, and I don't know, it did that for me. I love Tom Holland. He was really good in that movie, Tom Holland.
Yeah.
I'm actually like a big fan of his in general now. So yeah. Anyway, if you haven't seen that, go find it on Netflix. The Devil All the Time is really good.
Is he your favorite Spider-Man?
Oh, is he? Oh, you trying to open up another can of worms, bro? My favorite Spider. I think.
Dude, I hate the Tobey Maguire slander, man.
Bro, he's
irritating. Come on.
You're only like he only looks like at the time he was not cool. Like he's not cool. Like I like Tom Holland because he's kind of like that mix of nerdy but still cool and young. Like to me he's the best out of the 3. Like Garfield was too cool. Maguire's too not cool. Tom Holland's like in the middle for me. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I guess he is my favorite Spider-Man. But I don't know if I would say he has the best movies. But I like him as the character the best.
No, yeah, he is a good Spider-Man.
We got J Money in the chat saying Toby all the way.
Yes. I'm saying, bro. He does one dance and everybody's like, he's trash. Come on.
Dude, Some people really love him though, so it's kind of like he's polarizing.
Yeah,
I feel like,
mm,
cause I don't hate. Well, actually, I like him. Just I like Tom Holland more. If that makes sense. Like that dance scene is like so good. Yeah.
I hate that people put it on Toby. Like, unless Toby himself says that he made up the dance. I think it was the direction thing.
Well,
It was the director saying
it's not even
"You're a
just the
douchebag
dance. Like he's just not a cool. Like he's not epic. Like in general. Like not to be like I'm not trying to be like mean or anything,
now."
but
Yeah,
he's
he
just
cries a lot, but I like him. That's
yeah
my
that too. Everybody memes him. It's so funny. Oh. Okay.
Alright.
What? Okay. So let's move on. Your number one movie of 2020.
Full.
Ah, I knew you was gonna say
Yeah.
that. Soul. All right. Well, we just talked about it, so I guess we don't really, unless you have
Oh,
anything to
yes.
add. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Beautiful movie.
do you have it? Do you know what my number one is?
I don't actually. Let me think. I don't know.
Well, mine is just Onward.
Oh.
Yeah. As I was looking through a list of all the movies that came out in 2020, and I couldn't find anything that stuck with me more than Onward. Yeah, another Tom Holland. How about that? Tom Holland's
Oh,
in two
yeah.
of the movies on my list.
Yeah. Pixar's on another level, man.
Yeah, it was such a good movie though. I enjoyed it a lot. Hopefully, in 2021, there are more movies to choose from.
Okay, HBO Max. That's a cool thing.
Oh yeah, their whole release thing, so that's good. Dude, has anyone in chat watched Tenet? Because neither of us have watched Tenet. Like, I'm not going to the theater to watch that.
Yeah, I saw a clip on YouTube. It was intriguing.
Yeah. When does it? Do you know when it comes out on HBO Max?
I have no idea. Did you see that tweet where it was like Robert Pattinson didn't even know what the hell was going on?
Oh really?
While filming it? Yeah.
Oh, oh no, yeah, I did see that because it's like he was like confused, right?
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, do you think it's gonna be good? I don't know. It's probably gonna be good.
I think if you like Christopher Nolan, you'll probably like it.
Okay, yeah. Christopher Nolan's my favorite director, so I trust him. I think it's gonna be good, or at least decent, right? Yeah. Okay, so let's move on to our top 3 TV shows of 2020.
Yes.
Again, these have to be or released in 2020.
Yeah.
At least the most recent season. But I just went by like kind of the show in general too. Did you do that? Did you go by a single season or the show?
Well, everything was just season 1.
Oh, okay,
Or all
cool.
of these were first season, yeah.
Okay,
For
cool.
me.
Okay, you can go first. What's your number
We
3?
probably don't have the same. Because I didn't know that was allowed.
Oh.
Well, my number 3 is the Last Dance.
What?
Yeah. It's a
Wow.
really good documentary.
You
And
what?
It was a good story.
Okay, yeah, it is a good story.
And it conveys a lot of information that's intriguing. So,
Well, I guess I'm surprised actually because I'm the one that plays basketball.
yeah. I
Um,
love a good documentary.
yeah, it was put together well. But like, just after the fact, like as time went on, did you read about like how like I don't know, some of his like teammates are saying like it's glorifying MJ and all that stuff. So that kind of made me like, and I'm already like,
Yeah, when the hype died down.
yeah, and I'm already a MJ kind of not like a doubter, but like he's a little overhyped.
But
Yeah, like exactly, like he's a great player, but a little overhyped. Yeah, but that's an interesting number 3 from you. Oh yeah, I had that listed as an honorable mention. Did you have any movies as honorable mentions? Because I had 2. Oh,
yeah, go for it.
I guess you
can't remember
said
any
I
right
guess
now.
you said Devil All the Time. So I guess that would be your honorable mention.
Yeah.
Mine, cause I was just listing a bunch, like, and I was gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna list a bunch and then pick three. So I have The Way Back. Do you know that movie?
Sounds familiar, but
It's the Ben
Ben
Affleck
Affleck.
basketball
You
movie.
watched it?
I watched it.
Nice.
It was pretty. It was good for a basketball movie, so it was on there. And then I have Birds of Prey, cause I thought that was
Oh,
this is a decent movie, you know. But yeah, it didn't make the top three, but pretty good movies. Anyway, so yeah, I remember that because The Last Dance was in my honorable mentions. But my number three for top three TV shows of 2020 was The Good Place.
oh, nice. I did not
Because
finish that show.
yeah, it ended this year. So I was like, I have to put it in there because yeah, it's rare that like a show like that makes you like contemplate your existence.
Yeah, my sister was like looking depressed.
Yeah. And I got like that too. I was like, holy shit, like yeah, I don't want to spoil it or anything, but yeah, if a show can make you do that, I mean, it stuck with me basically. Let's just say that. So yeah, that was my number three. So what was your number two?
Dave.
Oh, sorry, you cut off. What?
Oh, it was Dave.
Oh, Dave. Dave,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'd say only like one episode I didn't like. All the others were like pretty good.
Dude, did we talk about Dave already?
I don't think we did.
Oh my god, I skipped
Like, I
over
don't
it.
know.
Whoops. All right, well, let's go back a
We
little
can talk
bit.
about it right now.
Yeah, let's talk about Dave right now. So Dave, if you guys don't know, Dave is this. Okay, let's see. If you, I can't just say if you know Atlanta because if you don't know Atlanta, then you probably don't know Dave. It's basically a show about Lil Dicky by Lil Dicky. It's like a autobiography show of his life or his journey to become a rapper.
Mhm.
And yeah,
It's a
season
comedy.
one came out. Oh, sorry, what'd you say?
It's a comedy.
Yeah, it's a comedy. It's really funny, but it's also like it has a good balance of
Oh yeah,
comedy
actually,
and
yeah.
seriousness.
Yeah.
Yeah, and season one came out this year, and it's really good. We were supposed to talk about it earlier, but I guess I skipped over it. My bad. But yeah, definitely recommend it. They're shooting season two right now, right?
Mhm.
So that should be out soon, and it's on Hulu and FX.
I mean, the
Well,
thing is, like, the reason why I think I like it a lot is because I didn't expect it to be good.
oh really? You just watched
But
it like
it's actually really funny and really good.
yeah. I trust like FX. Like I feel like they make good stuff.
They do make really good shows, yeah.
It's like surprisingly. So I kind of like I expected it to be like Atlanta kind.
Mm.
So, but yeah, it was
Like, I
really
expected
good.
it to be funny, but I didn't think it was gonna be
Like oh
like you said,
shit,
like some of the
like
episodes are like not comedy, but they're like really like yeah. I don't know. How to
like a
explain it.
little like a
Just
little
watch it.
deep and serious
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
unexpectedly. So yeah,
There you go.
I highly recommend that show, especially if you like hip hop. Um, yeah, that's one you should really watch. And it'll go by really fast. There's only one season. Definitely watch that, and then let us know what you think next time we're in the Twitch chat. Anyway, so that was your number two. Did I say my number two? I don't think I did. Yeah, I definitely didn't. Okay, so my number two in my top three TV shows of 2020 is Afterlife.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that shit.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. It's the Ricky Gervais show about. Let's see, how do you describe what it's about?
Well, his wife died. You can say that.
Okay, yeah. His wife died,
But he's,
and
oh, and he's kind of grieved.
yeah, it's basically his journey of grieving his loss.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's on Netflix. That's another one that's like it has a good balance of fucking serious and funny.
Yeah.
Like,
Do you see the bloopers? The bloopers are so funny.
oh, dude, I haven't seen the bloopers. Where'd you get them? Like on just on YouTube?
Yeah, they're on YouTube on his channel, like 20 minutes long. It's really
Yeah.
funny.
Okay, I gotta go look at that later. But yeah, if you haven't seen Afterlife, it's really good. There's 2 seasons of it. So yeah. Okay, your number one TV show of 2020.
Yeah, there's no way it's the same as yours. It's The Haunting of Bly Manor.
Oh yeah, no. What?
Yeah,
Why did you
that,
think
that
it's the
movie.
same as me?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that show is really good.
Wow.
Even if you're not a horror fan, I think you should watch it.
Yeah,
It's,
I'm not watching that shit
yeah,
by myself, bro.
it's so good. It's a tearjerker. How about that? It's a tearjerker.
Wow, it's a tearjerker.
Yeah, it is.
So would
That's
you?
why I say it's not really a horror show because it's like you mainly want to watch it for the characters and the story, not even for the horror, honestly.
But there is horror.
Like bare bones horror, I guess.
Okay.
Come
Well,
on, you can
okay.
watch it.
Well, what's bare bones horror to you might not be bare bones horror to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or when I think of horror, like the scariest thing, it's the most recent thing that really fucking haunted me was Gerald's Game.
The Moonlight Man.
The Moonlight Man. Dude, that was the scariest shit I've seen in years, bro. He literally haunted me for the next like couple
Hey, it's the
weeks.
same director. How about that?
Is it really? Oh god, I'm not
Yeah.
watching that.
No, come on.
I need like yeah, I need to be like in a group with people watching that. There's no way I'm not watching that shit by myself. Oh yeah, Gerald's Game, random recommendation, Gerald's Game. If you're
Like, watch
into
The
this.
Ring. I watched it recently.
You watched it recently?
hmm
Wait, what'd you say
The
before
Ring.
that?
The Ring.
Oh, The Ring.
Yeah.
I don't think I haven't seen that movie either. I just know about it. That's another one I'm not watching. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's like as kids, that's the taboo movie.
Yeah.
You don't watch that. That
Yeah.
and The Grudge.
Yep. Yeah. All it took was like 2 people saying like, "Don't watch that." I'm like, "All right, you don't have to tell me twice." Like, you got it.
Both of those movies, yeah. There's a reason those are the taboo movies as kids.
Oh,
Yeah.
no way. So yeah, if you're into horror, go ask Elardo, cause I'm not a
Yeah.
horror guy at all.
Nobody I know knows horror, so
Ooh. Okay, so my number one TV show of 2020 is Ozark.
yeah, I had a feeling.
Yeah, it's
I didn't
so
finish it.
good. It's so good. The ending of season 3 was like, oh shit, what the fuck? Like, like before the credits rolled, like my face was just like what the fuck? So yeah, Ozark, starring
Did you ever watch Breaking Bad?
no, my dad is
So
watching
good.
it right now though.
Because I was gonna have you compare the cliffhanger
Oh, I see,
and Ozark. 'Cause
I
Breaking Bad has some major cliffhangers,
that's
but you don't
that's
have to worry about that now
because it's over.
yeah.
I know. I keep like it's on my list. Like, oh, gotta watch Breaking Bad. Everybody says Breaking Bad's so good, but it's like a lot right now. Like it's a lot of episodes already, right? So it's
It
like
is, and they're like 40 minutes long.
so you have to like kind of mentally prepare yourself. You know what I mean? Like, okay, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna fucking do this. You know? Like right
Yeah.
now, I'm doing Cobra Kai, so maybe after that, because we're gonna talk about Cobra Kai next or 2 weeks from now.
And Ozark.
And Ozark, because we're gonna wait for Elardo to finish it to break it down in more detail. But yeah, that's my top TV show of 2020 is like it's really good. I only started watching it recently too, like maybe about a month ago or a month and a half ago. And yeah, it's really good. Watching it all the way through. Highly recommend Ozark, Netflix. Yeah, so that's all I had planned. I just wrote closing thoughts / chat with Twitch. So if anyone's still here, if you got any questions or anything you want to talk about, now's the time. I guess the next thing I'll say that I didn't say earlier is that We are gonna post the audio to this podcast. Like, even though we're doing it live on Twitch, we're gonna still post it on Spotify, Apple, wherever you get your podcast, kind of thing, and you can just listen to it on demand on there. And yeah, if you're new here on the Twitch, or yeah, if you're on Twitch right now and listening to us, thanks for listening. All our previous episodes are all on like Spotify and Apple too. If you are looking for another podcast, and yeah, we appreciate you hanging out. I kind of took all the closing thoughts. Sorry, you got something to say?
I, absolutely nothing. So you're good.